Marlins coming off their first sweep ever of the New York Yankees here at Lone Depot Park, and Pena goes after the first pitch and skies one to deep center, but playable for Jacob Marcy. Playing just his fourth game in the major leagues, Marcy makes the play for out number one.
Well, it kind of shows their relationship right there.
He got ahead 1-2, but Sanchez puts it in play to right. Dane Myers back on it a few steps and makes the catch for out number two. Hits against Lucas Giolito, plus an inning out of Chris Murphy. And Altuve hits it sharply, but backhanded by Graham Pauley. His throw across in time. And the Astros hit the ball pretty well in that first inning, but nothing to show for it. Fielder Troy Johnson at first base, Dane Myers in right. And at third base is Graham Pauley. And this will be a first pitch out for Jason Alexander as he gets Xavier Edwards to ground out to first base on the first pitch. But Hunter Brown and Framber Valdez both pitching in Boston. Another ground ball to Walker. This time he'll use Alexander covering, and he's there plenty of time. Well, a couple of ground balls to the right side for Alexander to get two outs. Age of their hitters, 26 years. This one grounded towards the middle, and the veteran Jose Altuve can't make the backhand play. We'll see how they scored. Altuve had to move to his hit to right. Cam Smith will back up a few steps and put it away on that line out off the bat of Liam Hicks to end the inning. Carlos hits a high deep drive to left. It might be playable for Stowers. It is on the warning track. Carlos making a bid for his second home run in as many games, but he comes up short in the left field corner. The board with home runs in the first two games in Boston. Hits this ball hard, but right on a line to the right fielder Dane Myers. Astros hitting some balls well against Alcantara, but so far nothing to show for it. Lance Barrett is our home plate umpire tonight as Caratini lines one and another line drive out. Astros snake bitten early against Alcantara, putting the ball in play on the line, but still nothing to show for it. In the last two in this lineup playing their fourth major league games. This one a chopper right to Jose Altuve on two bounces. He makes the play on Lopez hustling down the line, and there's one away here in the inning.
How things can be contagious, and if you get that belief kind of spreading through the clubhouse and get some big hits, it's turned out well for him in the last month and a half.
There's a strikeout on the changeup. Swing and a miss. Jason Alexander getting it done here in Miami as he has now faced 7 batters and not allowed a hit or walk.
Pretty amazing to see how many relievers were moving in that trade market. But for you, understanding that you needed some of those bats, explain to us the appeal of a Jesus Sanchez or a Ramon Urias. We have a pretty good idea about the other guy.
So you're never going to have enough pitching. So maybe we'll skip a guy a start. Play it like that.
I want to ask you a quick question. With Cam Smith coming up,
they're ready to play. It's time to roll. And so a lot of times you can get a lot of energy out of these young players, and that could be very encouraging to a team too. So
we got a 1-2-3 inning. Can you stay or do you have to run? So you mentioned hopefully we get Yordan back. Anything new to talk about with Yordan Alvarez?
Yeah, so Yordan's going to take some batting practice on the field tomorrow. Down here in Florida, not at this ballpark, but at our...
Seems to really like it there. He and Jeremy Pena forming a dynamic left side of the infield. There's a ball down the line from Graham Pauley, and he's going to have himself extra bases. Cam Smith brings the ball back in, and that'll be a one-out double. Danny talked about Yordan Alvarez, a couple of other guys who are trying to work their way back to health.
A little slower.
There's a line drive caught by Walker. Thought about throwing a second, but diving back is Graham Pauley for the second out off the bat of Xavier Edwards.
Change up here.
You're calling change up.
Yeah.
Towards Altuve. Danny got a shutout inning. Nice job.
Yeah, it is. I like it.
Well done, my friend. Great job at the deadline, too.
Thanks, guys.
Guy who has been one of the elite pitchers in baseball, but there's a ball hit into left center field. That'll be down for a hit. Astros have their first base runner. Pena digging for 2. The throw not in time. Stand up double for Jeremy Pena. His team leading 19th double of the year. It's his first 3 at bats coming off the IL. That ball hit hard by Sanchez, and that's going to be a first run of the game for the Astros. Jesus Sanchez against his former team, an RBI double. His first Astros double is against his former team. It's 1-0. Retired on a nice play by the third baseman Pauley his first time up, down to bunt. Pauley's going to try to barehand, and he slips. Everybody's safe. Might not have mattered, but that's a base hit for Jose Altuve, and the Astros have runners on first and third. Altuve trying to steal, and the throw down by Ramirez is not in time. It was a high throw. That's stolen base number 27 on the year against Alcantara, and that's the most against any major league pitcher. Correa with a line drive to left. That'll be down for a hit. In to score Sanchez. Altuve being held up. Astros lead 2-0. Carlos Correa has an RBI single to left. Just have a different direction. There's a ground ball to the right side. They glove it. They go to second for one, and the ball's bobbled. They do get the out there, but a run scores. It'll be an RBI fielder's choice for Walker. It's now a 3-0 game. Caratini hits it sharply. That's through for a base hit. Astros, who had no hits in 9 at-bats coming into this inning, now have 5 hits in the inning and 6 at-bats. That one sharply hit past the diving Paulie down the left field line. In to score Walker. To third, Caratini. He'll be waved around. Caratini's going to score. 2 RBI double Yainer Diaz. It's 5-0 Astros.
Matching the run total in the last 3 games, scoring 5 here. They have swung early in some of these counts, but if they're not getting the base hits, they can make for some quick innings.
Only 2 strikeouts for Alcantara, both coming against Taylor Trammell.
No, I would cram whatever I had on top of my head into the same helmet all year.
I was going to bounce in there. That'll be a wild pitch on the changeup. 92-mile-an-hour changeup to the backstop, and Yainer moves to third. 5 in the inning. As Blummer said, it matched the total for Boston for 3 games, but Cam goes down on that breaking ball. Back-to-back strikeouts to end what is a long inning for Alcantara. 9 men to the plate. Swing and a miss. How about Jason Alexander? 3 strikeouts. He's retired all but 1 batter that hasn't reached on an error. He pitched in his last road start, which was against his former team, the A's in Sacramento. That ball skied to deep center field. Taylor Trammell back on it, though, has room and puts it away. Liam Hicks sent it for a ride, but he is out number 2. Rack zoom on the Julie. I like that. We switched the zoom focus from Jason Bell right into Julie. How about Jason Alexander?
Yeah, don't lose focus on him.
Jason Alexander getting it done. Frustrating Marlins hitter. 366 against fastballs this year. Gets a fastball to a changeup at the bottom of the zone, and that's going to miss. Ball 4. Good take by Jeremy on a close pitch. This ball hit towards center, coming on Marcy, and he'll make a diving attempt, and what a catch. Jacob Marcy, a chance to double up Pena. Jeremy really hustled back. What a play by the Marlins center fielder on a dying line drive. Altuve into left field, playable for Stowers. He puts it away for the second out of the inning. On the ground towards short. Otto Lopez will make the play on the backhand side and throw out Carlos Correa to end the inning. A walk to lead off the inning and 1 man left on base. 4. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate you playing along.
4.
Look out. That's the second one. This one caught by Eric Velasquez off the netting. What a play by the assistant athletic trainer. One of the plays of the year.
Yeah, Pat throwing Monday here at Lone Depot.
Wow. Well done. He was in position. Now ground ball right at Jose Altuve. He knocks it down, but still there to make the play, and there's 2 away. Got him. That's a half dozen strikeouts for Jason Alexander. Another one righty on righty changeup. He's named that Astro. We head to the 6th inning. Sandy Alcantara gets a ground ball off the bat of Christian Walker. It's right to the second baseman Xavier Edwards, who makes the play. And Walker retired for the first out of the 6th inning.
Could have gone wrong, went wrong in that inning for Fromber. We saw everything. Chaos is a very good way of putting it.
Victor Caratini's going to be retired on the first pitch, and that'll be 2 outs. So the Astros, a couple of ground outs here against Alcantara in the 6th inning.
Back him off the plate.
That ball hit well into right center. That's going to be down for a hit. Backhanded nicely by Myers, who cuts it off and holds Yainer to a single. Yainer smoked that ball for his 2nd straight hit. He's coming into tonight. And that's a perfect pitch on the outside edge. Jamel goes down for the 3rd time. Alcantara with 4 strikeouts, a hit, 1 man left on base. Trying to avoid his first walk tonight. Skies one, does the 9-hitter Paulie into right field, and Cam Smith trots in, puts it away for the first out.
Don't care who the competition is either.
This one popped up. Altuve's there. And so Jeremy Pena won't mess with him. That's 2 outs. Top 5 in the major leagues in slugging. Top 6 in the major leagues in OPS. Got jammed. It goes the other way. Correa will just eat it. No chance for Carlos Correa to make that play. Just the second hit allowed by Alexander, but not much of a hit. Just placed in the right spot. Count. Ground ball right side. Past Altuve into right field. Stowers will stop at second. Couple of 2-out hits as Smith throws a one-hopper to Carlos Correa, who looks out and says, hey, he's going to be the first walk allowed by Jason. That'll load up the bases for Otto Lopez. Ground ball to short. Pena's there. And the Astros will strand the bases loaded, and Alexander ends up with 6 shutout innings. A huge out for Jason Alexander. Cam on the ground to third, backhanded by Paulie. Long throw on a hop and safe at first base. Cam's speed just beat the throw, and Cam has his first base hit of the road trip.
Line up, make a trade, put a couple of people in front of him, take some pressure off of Jeremy Pena. My goodness, keep raking, my man.
Pena with another extra base hit. Cam Smith being waved around. Here comes the relay throw. It's high. Cam safe. RBI double for Jeremy Pena. Double number 20 on the year at 6-0 Astros.
Just hope it pans out down the stretch.
This ball into left center field. Might not be deep enough to advance Pena. We'll see. Jeremy will tag, but it's just a bluff. Sanchez will be disappointed he didn't get the runner to third. You can see him talking to himself here on his way back to the dugout.
Touching 99 in this inning.
Jose reaches out and pops one into shallow left. The shortstop Otto Lopez is back there. He makes the catch for out number 2. Throwing 99 here in the 7th inning with his 100th pitch. He gets that call. Carlos didn't love it on the changeup. Alcantara gets through the 7th, but the Astros add to their lead. 1 run, 2 hits. Sends this ball to left field. Pretty well hit. Sanchez back at the wall. And just like that, the Marlins have their first run. Jason Alexander, 6 shutout innings, and the Marlins on the board. Thanks to Sanoa, who picks up a home run on the second pitch he sees.
Hey, got a good fastball to hit. Didn't miss it. Coming off the bench and having a big swing.
Home run number 4 on the year.
Wanted the fastball in, it just never got there.
Now, first time facing Houston in a Miami uniform. That ball golfed deep to left field and all the way back. Sanchez near the wall. That ball's gone. Back-to-back home runs from the pinch hitters, Sanoa and Derek Hill. And now it's a 6-2 game as King has given up a couple of home runs in the first 2 batters.
Less than ideal, but you're grateful for the lead that the Astros had coming into this inning. But McCullough, in the last 2 hitters, calling the right numbers. That was a sweeper that came back, stayed up, out over the plate, and launched.
Gave up a run in each of the outings against Washington. Didn't pitch against the Red Sox. But now getting a strikeout at Dane Myers for his first out of the inning. Got him. Foul tip caught by Yainer Diaz. That'll be strikeout number 2 for King. Back-to-back outs with the strikeout. Into left, backing up Sanchez after he came in, and it's over his head and off the wall. That'll be an extra base hit for Edwards. He kind of fooled his former teammate by hitting that one over his head. That'll be a double with 2 outs. It's lefties 1 home run, but a .282 average. That ball hit to left. Again, Sanchez came in, and again he backs up to make the play for this final out of the inning. Game lead over Texas coming into this evening. Walker goes down on strikes. That'll be the first out of the 8th inning. He's already gone to work on some of that during the off days. That hits Caratini on a 1-2 pitch. Ground ball right side, stepping on the bag and now throwing to second. They tagged the bag and they didn't tag the runner. That means Caratini's safe. Otto Lopez did not see Wagaman step on the bag, and he thought there was a force play, and he never tagged Victor, who just snuck in there and keeps the inning alive. Got it either. He was kind of like, okay, if you're not.
Like, so I stay here?
That ball down the line, and the Astros make them pay for the mistake. Victor Caratini crosses the plate. Pinch hit RBI double for Mauricio Dubon at 7-2.
Doobie picking up a pinch hit double and RBI, getting one of those runs back.
Before the game. That ball into the right center field, dropping, coming on the right fielder. Myers with a diving attempt, and it pops out of his glove. Astros get another run. Cam Smith will end up with an RBI, number 46 on the year. Diving attempt by Dane Myers, and couldn't keep it in his glove.
RBI and a base hit for Cam.
Now ball to short, and this inning will finally end, but Otto Lopez making a mental mistake cost his team 2 runs. He knows it. He's frustrated, pounded his thigh on his way off. Kick starts him into throwing pitches where he wants to, and he walked the leadoff hitter here on 4 pitches to start this inning.
Right in front of him.
That's what I'm thinking. That had the plate so much that whole time down. A little drop shot into left is going to give an opportunity for the runners to go first to third. Now caught up second is Augustine Ramirez. The play literally right in front of him, and he ran into an out.
Wow.
Now ball skied into deep right. Cam Smith drifting back. He'll go to the warning track's edge and make the catch for out number 2. Got Neris, Ort, Hernandez, and Abreu, righties in the pen. This ball popped up and caught by Jeremy Pena. So Abreu, with the help of a base running mistake, has a clean 8th inning. Chaz goes down on 3 pitches, missing the curveball. That'll be the first out of the 9th inning. Out went from what could have been a marginal to good outing, a really good outing, to a great outing with his final out with the bases loaded. Altuve bounces back to the mound. That's the second out of the inning. Since July 12th, they just came off a series against the Yankees. They'd never swept the Yankees before. They had over 100,000 people filling the building here the last 3 days. Today, a lighter crowd, and they had not played sharp baseballs. They trail 8-2. Neris and Nick Hernandez, and Neris gets the call tonight and gets a ground ball here on the 1-1 pitch. Derek Hill, we mentioned his speed. He's out number 1 there in the 9th.
If he really reaches back and touch you at 97, but that split right there is what's made Hector Neris good to both hitters on both sides of the plate. Kind of an equalizer again.
A 6th consecutive win against the Marlins. And there it is. Hector Neris hops off the mound as he completes an 8-2 victory for the Houston Astros. First win on the road trip. And Blummer, after a tough series over the weekend in Boston, that was much needed.
It was much needed, and kind of gives you an idea of what this offense can actually go out there and do. They did have a couple of big innings, but it's nice to see this lineup stretched out. A little homecoming for Jesus Sanchez. But the more comfortable these guys get with their position in that lineup, I imagine they're going to get very comfortable swinging the bats. But Jason Alexander was the story, shutting down these fish.
6 innings of 3-hit shutout baseball for Alexander. Astros win it 8-2. The postgame show, Kevin Eschenfelder and Josh Reddick, your host. Julia Morales getting interviews on the field.